Welcome back, YouTube. This is Jack Antics, and you can follow the channel on JACANTICS on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Anywhere you can find the podcast, just make sure you get them subs up, get them likes up, share the video. We're trying to get bigger, get better. You know, let the channel grow. And these people.
Wow. I'm a people now. Thank you for promoting.
That boy gonna treat everybody they sub you, man. Oh, these people.
Yeah. These family, man. They've been on the channel a whole bunch of times, and we'd like to reintroduce yourselves. Boy, I cannot talk.
I ain't introduced.
Oh, wow.
My name is Cornelius. Hey, I gotta say how it is, man.
You got alias that you want to go by, or you want to use it?
You know what? They can just call me Slackware from my store.
All right. Oh yeah. Check out my boy page. He has different type of hoodies. I'm gonna leave it in the description. I might even leave, have like something going on while
it's a few shirts here and there.
Right.
If you like anything anime or Naruto related, I got a few shirts and hoodies, some socks. Might be more to come the next 2 or 3 weeks though. Just keep checking.
And then for me, merch coming soon, so be on the lookout for that. And so today, a lot of things that happen. I know we might be a little late on some things, but hey, we're here now. So first thing is RCS, and how do you feel about it? And I'll start by saying that RCS stands for Rich Communication Services, and that system is for Android. It works like iOS, so it's more encrypted for Android devices. But how do you feel about Apple and its involvement or non-involvement on trying to implement it into their system?
Well, if I remember correctly, that was more so about the compression of different media, right?
Right. So
honestly, I don't know if it's ingenious or just kind of a ripoff, because I know that's what a lot of chat apps are like the Line and Kakao Talks, because they use the same thing. It's a lot easier between them because it's a unilateral ecosystem.
Yeah, it's in the same instance that is Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Kakao Talk. They all run the same line because it runs over your internet instead of your data for your phone. So that's what iOS is running. That's why they have such the high render pictures that you can send through text messages, and that's also why that when you send a text message, like an iPhone will send a text message to you, or you send a text message to somebody with an iPhone, it's like real blurry because it's transitioning back to MMS. So back in the day, back in the 90s, we had this thing called SMS, where it didn't have all these characters. You had the long text messages where you only have a certain amount of characters to it, makes it go into another text message. Mm-hmm. So then eventually around like 2000s, early 2000s, they had this thing called MMS. So that was multimedia. So you had more of the pictures and more characters for your text messages and everything like that. And iPhones, when they was invented, they was using the same thing because that was originally for Android. Mm-hmm. But when iPhones come out, they using the same thing. But until like 2011, that's when they created iOS. Wasn't as developed as it was now. So over time, they made it better. Phones are getting bigger. Pictures are getting bigger. Messages, like just pictures and videos, are getting bigger in pixels. So with that, you have to update. That's why you have constant updates and everything like that. So as they're sending stuff over the internet, or sending it to you, it has to convert into a MMS message. So that's why it gets compressed so much, it looks so blurry. So if you ever notice that you text somebody from your Android phone, you text them, which they have an iPhone, it looks horrible. Or they send you a picture or video, it looks horrible.
So it's kind of like a chicken and the egg type thing of who made it worse. Is it the Android person's fault or is it the iPhone user's fault?
But it's really just how it's being sent is converting it from iOS Messenger to MMS. So now Android wants to have more encryption, just like Apple, more encrypted, more security, and since it's your data is going over the internet instead of using your cell data, it's going to let it be more, the pictures and the videos clearer, and then plus it'll be encrypted. And I don't know if you notice when you're texting Android phones, you'll see the little lock, and it's showing that it's actually encrypted. So now Apple, which is a smart business move, because hey, I don't want to implement this into my system. That takes away from sales for me. But morally, I think Apple will probably transition into that because it does leave their users open as well to security risks and everything, because they're texting somebody and their stuff is not encrypted now because their text is converting back to MMS instead of their regular messaging system.
True. I guess that also leaves it open to jokes as well, because if you're going from rich text to broke people text and then into Android,
well,
I'm just saying, that's usually what people make fun of it for.
Yeah. Rich to broke.
Well, because, typically they cost more, and, usually people, get crap for, oh, your Android has horrible picture quality.
You don't think so? What is your thoughts?
I'm just saying that's what people usually say.
I guess since I don't really test people with Apple, I really can't tell the difference.
Mm-hmm.
So unless I have a conversation with somebody that has an Apple, I can see the difference.
Okay.
So I really can't see the difference in the quality of the picture because most everybody know use Android.
Okay. Well, I do go more in depth with it. The link will be in the description below with another friend of mine, a buddy of mine, Jarrell, which is currently behind the camera.
What up, everybody? What it do?
But
show your face, man. Show your face.
No.
He's just the man behind the camera.
Eventually he'll get in front of
The
the
man
camera.
on the chair.
Part of the team. We are part of the team. So, but with all that being said, do you believe that Apple will eventually implement this system with theirs, or no? And if you say yes or no, just give me the reason why.
I mean, due time, yes, because of the security to encrypt the information being transferred over. In due time, yes.
Okay. And who just because it is the encryption, or you think it will take more than that? Or you think somebody kind of have to hey, come on now.
I'm saying how things are going. People getting hacked. They're gonna start trying to hack your phone. So
I mean, iCloud already get hacked anyway.
So from iCloud, they're gonna look at your text message. So it's possible. So you might well implement down the road, because people gonna get smarter, and they're gonna find ways to hack into things. And guess what? They can see everything on your phone.
All right. What about you?
Yes and no, but it's just as far as the time. So kind of like what Cornelius was saying, I don't think they'll do it right away. It's probably too much of a hassle. But at some point, they're gonna have to. They really care about the customer data safety or privacy.
Okay. Yeah. And yeah, like I said, this is for business wise. I can see where their mind is at. They may want people to buy an Apple product and be in their ecosystem. But you know, a lot of people are stubborn. They just not going to do that right off the bat because they so used to their ecosystem. So
Yeah, no monopolies over here.
we'll get into that with the next topic. But the thing with Apple, like they're even though over here they're pretty big, but in the global scale of things, they only. The last time I checked, they was in third place on all the phones.
So it's Android
Was
first.
Samsung.
Samsung first.
And I'm not sure who is number 2. But I don't believe it's Google. But they
Huawei
or something.
I forget how you pronounce it. It's a weird name like HUAW.
Yeah, Huawei.
But see, Google phone just came out with like 4 years ago.
Yeah, they started making their own phones, but Google has been implementing software for a very long time. So they had stuff, you know, like HTC and different companies making their phones, but they recently just started to make their own phones.
Okay.
Shout out to HTC. Those were pretty good phones.
Right.
They did last a long time with HTC.
Right. So yeah, they I believe with the market they're going at, especially with the Google Pixel 6, it will be a good change of pace in the market. So
Might change some Apple users.
it may.
Because I know when I take out my Pixel, most people keep thinking, "Oh, you got an iPhone." No, it might be structured the same, but it's not an iPhone.
Well, if you've seen the new Google Pixel, it's the camera looks like one of those visors from Star Wars or something, or
like Star Trek.
yeah, like Star
Like,
Trek.
No.
It kind of does, man.
That would not make me buy that phone, whatever. Whatsoever.
What you mean? I have it.
Well, that's
You. That's not me.
Hey, man.
I don't need the back of my phone looking like, you know, a Cyclops.
I like Cyclops. Man. He's a good mutant. he's a good mutant. You don't think so? He ain't the best, but you know he's
It's
definitely
alright.
yeah.
I mean,
Well-
you gotta walk around with shades on everywhere you go.
True, but and then also, well, we ain't gonna get into that all the comic book talk. But I'm just strictly going from the movies. He's definitely a good mutant.
I guess until you go for an eye exam.
All right, that was but so speaking of mutants, Microsoft.
Why they gotta be mutants?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I just needed a good transition.
Because they start with M and with T.
Yep. Exactly why. You hit the nail on the coffin.
Oh.
But Microsoft, they bought Activision Blizzard. What is your thoughts on that?
Well, honestly, it's not affecting me because I have a console from Xbox. Well, I have an Xbox, I have a PS5. Personally, I'm not going to miss anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel like for the people that are like Xbox only, if they have Blizzard, they better get access to a lot of Blizzard games. Like World of Warcraft better come to console. StarCraft better come to console.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, it's only fair. Because it's like if you have access to that stuff, you're throwing out money.
Right.
You better do something with it. And they can't say they can't because Final Fantasy 14 is on console, and that's an MMORPG as well. So it can be done.
Yeah. Even with the rest of the games, such as Sekiro or Call of Duty, or even Crash and Spyro, do you think those games are going to be
under one roof?
Yeah, going to be Xbox exclusives, or they just
Yeah.
If I'll say yes and no, except for Sekiro, because I mean Sekiro is already available for everything.
right? But you know, what if they come out with another one?
It's just gonna be for Xbox or the console because Microsoft have the rights to Activision, so they can either sell that rights of that game to a very high price to the other competition, or just make it strictly on Xbox or PC.
Yeah, and that's possible too because Nintendo did the same thing with Bayonetta. Like you can get the first Bayonetta on anything, but if you want Bayonetta 2, you have to have it on Switch.
Okay, so that can probably work with Sekiro, but Call of Duty, they do 2 studios. So Activision does 1 year, and then Treyarch does 1 year.
Mm.
So, and Call of Duty makes a ton of money. I don't think Xbox will try to miss out on that. But if they do, it's going to be extremely difficult because I don't know how these contracts work in the gaming industry, but I'm pretty sure there's a set number of years that's tied to that contract. So they probably going to have to still make games for the other console for a while.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe so. But if they still continue to do like Activision, Treyarch, I guess maybe they just control Activision's, but Treyarch, they can still do whatever, still release to Sony.
Mm-hmm. Well, in a way, what you saying? You think they'll split that studio, or just like, okay, these only number of games that's produced by only Activision will just be on the Xbox, and then Treyarch's list of games will be on PlayStation and.
That's what I'm kind of saying.
I think that'd be a little bit too much trying to split their company into 2 things to make 2 sets of games for one for Sony, one for Xbox. If you look from a business standpoint, Microsoft want to try to get their money back from this purchase because this was a huge thing, $75 billion purchase.
Okay.
So Microsoft gonna try to say, okay, how can we increase our revenue with this purchase? Since we just got into this debt got to pay us back tenfold.
Right.
And since they say they do create new game system, they gonna market it to the other competition to see can they get a hefty price. Say y'all can get rights to this game for like 5 years, but each year you paying us like close to $5,000 or $10,000 just to use this right, and every 5 years you renew that contract.
Okay. Yeah.
So they gonna make money because Microsoft been making money for a long time. On their charts, their software is bringing most of the money. Their operating system, the clouds, that bringing the money. This, the Xbox and gaming really ain't making much money. But since they bought this, a lot of people game.
Right.
I know that Game Pass.
Yeah, that too.
Also, if they do have World of War, or not World of War, but World of Warcraft, and they put that on Game Pass for people, that would probably be good right there.
Mm-hmm.
If they can somehow bundle that with a subscription, you probably get a lot more players in there.
So they looking at, okay, we got this, how we can increase our revenue to regenerate that debt we just got into.
Because not Sony, but Xbox is just known for like buying up studios and not really doing nothing with it.
I guess it just keeps other people from making stuff. That's what I kind of think that is.
It makes hard, the competition.
But now you just like, okay, either it's gonna be on PC, which a lot of stuff gets on PC eventually. So that conversation kind of null and void. Either way, you're gonna make some type of money because it's gonna be on PC.
At some point.
Yeah. And then that goes into the conversation of Sony buying Bungie. And I feel like that was like, oh, you wanna buy this? You can have that. Let's put this on the table. You know what I'm saying? We got that.
I mean, they only made Destiny and Halo. I don't really care about either one of those.
Yeah, I think that it was just like, why did we buy this? You
Or
know
maybe because they feel like, okay, they see some type of potential in it, and they might have to bring in the right people to get that potential to where they need it to be. Or they can look at it as, like y'all said, is this gonna be a dud or this gonna be a...
I mean, other than Halo and Destiny, they have, let's see, what's this thing called? Oni. And that's pretty much it.
Oh, okay. I don't think they would be taking turns.
What
So
the-
I checked just to be sure. So Treyarch is wholly owned by Activision Publishing.
So they not gonna split that.
Well, I was thinking it was something separate, but nah, I guess there's no splitting and going back and forth. It's just Xbox.
But that's they make a lot of money off of that. I don't think, but like I said, they might have a contract where they still gonna make some for everybody, but there's no telling. But even with Bungie being bought by Sony, I believe, I'm not sure, I have to look this up, but they were saying that Halo will still be on both consoles.
For how long though?
That wasn't disclosed.
Wait, so Halo's on something else besides PC and Xbox?
Yeah, they're part of Bungie.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I don't see them really trying to use Halo on PlayStation. Though. That just don't seem right.
So, but it's part of the company now.
It's probably just to take the IP if that was the case, because I don't see anyone trying to buy a PlayStation to play Halo.
Only people that'll probably do it is the hardcore Halo fans. That's the only people that will do that.
That means they gotta go buy a whole nother console,
Hey,
which you can't buy. They got a Series X or X right now, and it's like, oh,
unless they got a PC, because you know it's still gonna come to PC.
if the PC can handle it. A lot of people that play Halo mostly just play it on the Xbox. They probably don't have a gaming PC.
Unless
Well,
they go out
that-
and build one.
Well, that'll be the chip shortage and all that stuff too.
Yeah, hit up
So-
your PS5 plug if it comes with it.
Right. So that is the thing. So what are y'all final thoughts about this whole contest? It's just a contest right now. Does it seem like?
Two different opinions. One, it's not affecting me because, like I said, I have one from a console from both Sony and Microsoft. But in general, I think it's just kind of shitty. Mostly just because it's kind of like we're just keeping people from having access to stuff, and we're probably not going to use it.
Okay. What about you?
I think this move by Microsoft is just gonna make their competitors. Ain't gonna make it difficult for the competitors to compete because they made this huge purchase
All right.
and they developed a lot of games throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna try to use this how they say this money cow.
Yeah.
So
Cash
cash
cow.
cow. So they
Yeah,
see
that's
that
a
cash
cash cow.
cow. So guess
Right.
what? They gonna use this and
Okay.
bring in way more money because they see, okay, since the pandemic, a lot of people that do game been gaming a lot, and they gonna take advantage of this and say, okay, cool, let's market to them.
Okay. So into the next topic, since we're talking about gaming studios, Sony is releasing Uncharted the movie. Y'all both seen the trailers, right?
Yeah.
Seen the trailer, never played the game.
Oh wow. Well, I played all 4 of them, and even though this is a game that I would recommend to somebody that never played the game before because it's easy to grasp, and pretty much it's just a simple story. It's like it's a lot of cinematic pieces that's a part of the story, and
Ain't like a whole lot of QTEs, is it?
some, but not really. It was mostly in the first game.
Okay, as long as it's not like Heavy Rain. I mean, it has a different aesthetic, but still.
Right. But you know, back in those days when it first came out, I think it was like in 2007. The QTE thing was like real big, but they kind of eased up on that. but it's basically Tomb Raider. That's pretty much it. That's really what it is.
I can roll with it.
He's pretty much Tomb Raider. Old scruffy man, that's Tomb Raider. Then Laura Croft.
Larry Croft?
Larry Croft, yeah. But it's Nathan Drake. So how do y'all feel about, since one, you never played the game, how, on your perspective, did you play the game before?
No.
So from watching the trailer, how do you feel about it?
It looked interesting, but I don't know until I fully watch the movie.
So you going to go see the movie?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm looking for. What about you?
I won't, but that's typically because I'm the type of person, if I know there's source material for it, I'd rather experience the source material than watch the movie or TV show, whatever the case may be.
Okay.
I never played the game, so I can't say it's an accurate depiction. Because if I look at it face value, it might be an interesting movie. But I know there's hardcore fans that be like, oh, well, they didn't do this right, they didn't do that right.
Yeah. So, speaking from my perspective, I played all 4 games. So, these, like, watching the trailer, I was like, okay, I know this scene is from 3. That scene is from 4. That scene is from 1. I know that's definitely from 2. So, it seems like they kind of had the blueprint there, but I won't know until I see their finished product. But the blueprint was like already there for them to have like 4 movies lined up, ready to go. But you know, just from that perspective, they casted Tom Holland as Nathan Drake, which is Tom Holland's a great actor, but he doesn't look anything like Nathan Drake.
No, but we did
Nathan
come
Drake
fresh off the heels of No Way Home.
Ain't he older?
Yeah, he's like middle-aged white guy with a scruffy beard. And it's like, now you done casted the babyface assassin.
Well, I mean, it would really be 2 things because they're both Sony. I mean, Spider-Man and Uncharted.
Right.
And it's just like coming off the success of No Way Home not too long ago.
Right.
Might as well.
Right, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna make a ton of money just off the hype of most people that didn't play the game. Oh, I'm going to see Spider-Man be Nathan Drake. So I believe that it's gonna get a lot of money. So
Probably a lot of the fans of the actual PS3, PS4 series probably aren't gonna like it as much. Probably, I don't know.
right, I might watch it if I go with somebody they want to watch it. But other than that, me personally, I don't see myself going to see it the first week.
I guess it's time for my question. If you could pick any Sony movie Sony property to be a movie, which one would you want? If it could be done perfectly.
Any Sony property?
Well, I mean, since we're talking about like Uncharted, so
Any Sony property? Probably God of War.
I knew that was gonna be coming.
Probably God of War, man. Like that can either be a TV series, probably more so be a TV series than an actual movie. You know how much content that is?
What was it, like 6 games?
Yeah, like 6 or 7 games.
1, 2, 3, Ghost of Olympus.
You got
Ghost of
Ascension.
Sparta.
You got
Ghost
Ascension.
of Olympus. Ascension. The one for PS4.
And then the one that's about to come out. So,
Yeah, I'm just counting something. Yeah, you got almost 10.
so with all those, that could be a TV show. More said than a movie. You don't think so?
It's not that I don't see it being a TV show. I just feel like, well, then again, I did say if it was done perfectly. But realistically, they made God of War into a TV show. I feel like they'll find ways to just mess that up.
Yeah.
Especially with, how every God of War game starts out.
What you mean? No, it's not, that every one of them does not start off like that.
The first 5 or 6 always start like that.
I don't
It's
know.
that's always a mini game.
I have to go back and see, but
You don't even know you're done until a pop falls off the table.
that's definitely the first game, but I don't know about the second games. I gotta go back.
I played those.
I played all of them
They
too, man.
do that.
But I can see that as a TV show. They probably won't do that for every thing, but that'll probably be a thing. But yeah, Uncharted. What would you say?
I got no. That come to mind.
So what about same question? So he said about the perfect Sony movie.
Like I said, nothing comes to mind.
You don't have any like Sony games, like Sony exclusives that you was like, okay, I see myself go watching.
Nope.
Dang, man.
Damn. Well,
What about you, man?
to answer my own question, Demon Souls. That'd be like a perfect like gothic horror movie, especially like around Halloween time.
Yeah. Instead of Dark Souls, you just do the Demon Souls.
Well, I mean, you could. Well, they probably could blend both, but I mean, there's a whole lot of lore. There's not a lot of talking per se, so
They can actually add their own dialogue because the story is so ambiguous.
and they can really kind of like choose how they want to do it because it's like with Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3. Well, then again, some of those have been split up to different consoles, so maybe it's just Demon Souls.
Okay. And then speaking of Spider-Man and different movies, the new Doctor Strange movie is supposed to be coming out. Did you see the trailer?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do y'all think about that?
I would definitely be in the theaters that first day.
Yeah, I know.
It looked interesting seeing the concept and design of how they bring all different movies into one.
Yeah, I definitely was excited. It looked like Blade was in the background when they had the people in the courtroom.
Mm-hmm.
Devin Blade was just walking up. It's like, oh yeah, it's about to be. And if Blade is in the movie, that makes me think of like, okay, Blade in the movie. Let's they make a new Blade movie, and then how all this stuff connected, especially No Way Home.
Mm-hmm.
They bring in, they had
Scarlet Witch.
they had Scarlet Witch in there, and just having how they're gonna implement all these people from the Marvel Universe, even the Netflix Marvel Universe, is everybody gonna come back? Hopefully Luke Cage, Frankie Cross.
Wow.
Bro, man, Luke Cage is the best one.
I don't know. If they do bring them back, would that mean they have to continue the series on Netflix though? Because a lot of those got cut off like
I
prematurely.
think Disney buying
Disney buying
all the Marvel
Mm.
Netflix series, so all of them going to Disney Plus.
Look at that now. A whole bunch of other stuff we got to binge watch now. I never watched Jessica Jones or The Punisher.
I think Iron Fist was pretty good.
Yeah, but they did Luke Cage pretty wrong. He wasn't just all about Harlem. He actually was like on the forefront for a lot of stuff.
That's Marvel movies nowadays. They don't do everything.
Yeah.
Cut some stuff here, cut some stuff there.
Mhm. But yeah, that's. So we are going to watch the movie basically.
Yeah. After Moon Knight
Oh yeah, Moon Knight supposed to be coming out.
next month. And no one been talking about that.
No, nobody has been talking about that because he looks like the Cape Crusader.
Didn't the actor? I saw something on the news about the actor that played Moon Knight.
No, that was his co-host. That was his
Stuntman.
No, that he was one of the main people, but he he unfortunately passed away. So that was a thing. But yeah, so Moon Knight coming out, a lot of different Marvel stuff that's looking over the horizon. But from everything that we said, I guess I'm trying to think of how to close this.
next Marvel movie you want to see?
Yeah. What? No, we already kind of said that.
No, I'm saying like that hasn't been announced.
Oh, what? All
Like,
right.
I know personally, I want to see a Fantastic Four movie.
I don't care about that. What? All right. So what is the next Marvel movie that you trying to see? You said Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four.
Nobody care about that.
I mean, you would have to anyway because I think I heard a long time ago they were trying to make like a Doctor Doom movie. Now, why he gets his own standalone, I have no idea.
Because it's
Doctor Doom, you would have had to get the Fantastic Four.
Doctor Doom, man. You know. Because it's Doctor Doom, man.
See, there goes that famous alliteration.
Huh?
That Marvel alliteration, Doctor Doom.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah.
Doctor Doom, Fantastic Four, Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Peter Parker, Green Goblin, The Thing,
They all are repeating
Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer. But yeah, I give it another chance. You know, the other Fantastic Four movie was
The second one was no, not the
Oh, the
second. The
remake?
third one, that reboot, was horrible.
yeah. we can let that slide and come by. You got a Marvel movie that hasn't came out yet that you're willing to see.
I see Black Panther 2.
I don't know how they're gonna play that though.
I mean, it was already in the works to have a second one.
Yeah,
Right.
I think they working on it now.
But I'm talking about how they're gonna play that now because of
Having me masked up the whole time, I guess.
I thought that his sister that was playing in the
But-
movie.
they can probably have it some way to have it as him in the movie or like have his like face. You know how technology is; they can CGI it, or they'll have him like in the movie like write him off and then like replace him with somebody else. But that's kind of
Or they bring Kim on for that.
I mean, that's no different than how they did Bruce Banner and Incredible Hulk. There was no explanation for that. It was just a different guy.
probably so. They're probably doing that, but how they draw him now, they all look like Chadwick Boseman.
Mm.
So in the cartoons, they probably gonna still draw him as like in the likeness of Chadwick Boseman.
I mean, yeah, for the cartoon. I'm just saying, as far as the movie, it's just like it is what it is.
Yeah, I guess so. But my Marvel movie, as I got that up here, you think Nova will come out with something?
I doubt it.
Um,
It's a She-Hulk. No, She-Hulk's getting a TV show, isn't she?
I think
Yeah.
Captain Marvel 2 coming out.
Hey, no looking for that.
Yeah, Hawkeye already has one.
He got a series.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you don't think Nova will have something? Like they have the whole Nova Corps and everything. They'll have a movie.
No, I don't see it.
Because they basically the Galactic Police.
Give Red Skull a movie.
That's a villain.
There might just be some people that like the Guardians of the Galaxy come across probably at one point, and that's it.
Or what about Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
That's already out.
TV show.
I'll say Nova. I think Nova would probably have one.
The Red Skull?
That's a villain.
That's
Right.
a
He was in Captain America anyway. He's supposed to be dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless they want to do some weird crossover with him and the Joker like in that one comic.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so yeah, I think Nova. But
Ghost Rider.
They already got
they
one.
were like a reboot?
They had two of them.
But you talking about like a reboot.
I mean, they weren't official MCU movies, so
So it would basically be a reboot.
yeah.
Maybe. He's a good character too. I can't think of any other character.
Who's the black guy at the top?
Black Panther.
No, I don't.
Oh, the other guy next to Captain America. Below Doctor Strange.
Just Luke Cage.
That's
Oh,
Oh yeah, he already has his own TV show.
But yeah, so you saying
I said Black Panther.
Black
Black
Panther
Panther.
too?
Mm.
But that's it's like I say already supposed to be in the works. You said Fantastic Four.
Yup. And it'd be funny with it would fit with Marvel's humor because Chris Evans was Johnny Storm. It'd be like, you look familiar.
Wrong guy. I say the Nova Corps. That'll be a slight in the movie because what if they had another Guardians of the Galaxy and that'll play into that movie.
I think this last Guardian of the Galaxy would be the last one.
But hey, we can learn there. But hey man, it's been nice chatting with y'all today. Everybody welcome to come back. We gonna do more videos. I guess I'm gonna try something new this time. See how it turns out.
Okay.
It was nice to be here. It'd be better if I had snacks though.
Bring y'all snacks.
The host should have snacks for his guests.
Cause how long I know y'all?
Too long.
Okay, when I bring my homemade nachos, don't say nothing.
Oh wow! All right,
We ain't sharing.
We gonna have a snack plate or a snack table.
That'd be nice.
At the at the other room, just have a snack table. Everybody got to put on snacks though.
Nachos.
Everybody put on snacks.
Cameraman as well.
Yes.
Cameraman as well.
Yeah, I bring the donuts.
The
Got
donuts.
plates last time,
The
man.
nuts.
You forgot the plates last time, but
Yeah.
it'll be
I
alright.
got y'all next. I'll bring the plates in. I'll bring the plates.
Alright, so thank y'all again, y'all watching. Follow Jack Antics, everything JACANTICS. Follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, even I'm on Twitter and Instagram. Everything the same. So hey, share the video, like the video, comment, do your thing, and we out. Peace.